Spartans! What is your profession?
If you saw my review of A Certain Magical Index Season 2, you would know that I am a fan of the entire franchise as a whole. Considering I hadn't reviewed the first season yet, I decided, why not compare the two seasons and see which season did its job better. What's up guys, it's Kent from Spartan Media Reviews, here to discuss A Certain Magical Index Season 1. Does this show deserve a watch? Let's find out. If you aren't familiar with the Certain Magical Index franchise, the series is based off its light novel source material and takes place in Academy City, which consists of many people including espers, who are people with unique abilities. A Certain Magical Index's first season follows the life of our protagonist Toma Kamajo, who has the worst luck imaginable. Adding insult to injury, Toma is also a level 0, meaning he has no esper power at all, aside from his right hand, which nullifies everything relating to magic or divine power. One day, Toma finds a young nun hanging from his balcony by the name of Index. Index tells Toma that she is being chased by people who want the 103,000 grimoires that she has memorized. After a series of unfortunate events between the two, Toma reluctantly lets Index stay with him, and the journey of A Certain Magical Index begins. I really enjoy the story of A Certain Magical Index. While it isn't anything spectacular, and I personally believe that the second season is better as well, the first season does a good job of building up the conflicts that we continue to see in the second season. The story also does a good job of building up Academy City, which is one of my favorite backdrops for a series, considering it houses all of the franchises and reflects the multiple personalities it has. One major disappointing aspect from the story is the ending. Similar to the second season's ending, it leaves you hanging with the only option being to continue the series or reading the source material. For me, this wasn't a problem as the second season was out already, but for someone who watched the show episodically when it originally came out, this is a huge problem as there isn't any closure. Overall, the story of A Certain Magical Index is a lot of fun, but don't expect a lot of themes or symbolism while watching. I have a love-hate relationship with the characters of A Certain Magical Index. While I really love the characters in the series such as Accelerator, Misaka, and Style, I am not a huge fan of Index as a character. There are also a lot of cliches and tropes when it comes to the personalities of this franchise. Toma can be considered your standard battle shonen protagonist who overpowers others just because—
Whoa, hold the phone. Alright, look at this guy. Who is he, you ask? I'll tell you, dumb Kamajo mother Toma. He's a level 0 esper and he looks lame as but does he care? No, because he's too busy being awesome to give a has amnesia, live the with it. Arm gets severed, he laughs his off. Entire scientific and magic society aiming to him up. He thinks his math homework is more of a threat. You pee yourself in amazement yet? See that right hand? It has the power to destroy illusions. It will your day up, period. Why does a level 0 esper have a skill? You, that's why. Don't you think he's just one of your shonen that think about friendship? That. He gets done the Gar way. He will Toma punch any dumb that gets in line of his kill site. The elderly, he'll knuckle the lolly nun twice if he can save a life. Equality, respect. Kamajo Toma don't care. Kamajo Toma don't give a
As I was saying, Toma can be considered your standard battle shonen protagonist who overpowers others just because, and the character development of the others are extremely lackluster. However, they sometimes are able to take advantage of these cliches and make the characters' personalities their own. Also, there are moments when the series shines when it comes to development, especially during the middle of the series. Overall, while the development of some of the characters can be considered lackluster, I still find the characters to be extremely likable and enjoyable to watch. One of the reasons I like JC's staff so much is because of the animation of this franchise. Academy City as a whole looks awesome as the series backdrop, and the battle sequences throughout the series are also a lot of fun to watch as well. Character designs are diverse from each other and look good, but I am not a fan of lollies as a whole for obvious reasons. I also really like the opening animation for this season. While I do not believe it is as creative as the second season's, it still introduces us to our characters while providing some nice visual effects as well. The ending animation is rather simple with not much going on, but the overall imagery helps provide closure for the end of each episode. The animation is a definite high point of the series, and I found it to be extremely enjoyable. Just like the second season of A Certain Magical Index, the soundtrack for this season is very enjoyable to listen to. Combining a variety of scores and genres, the tracks help resonate with the animation provided. While I like the second season's opening and ending more, the first season's opening and endings are still pretty good. A Certain Magical Index continues to have one of my favorite dub casts that I personally have seen. Each voice actor worked with the character's personality they were dubbing, and it made for an enjoyable series. As I said in my review of the second season, I love Austin Tyndall as Accelerator, especially during the darker moments of the series. series. Now, with everything that I have said, do I recommend a certain magical index? Yes. If you have seen my review of the second season, you would know that I am a huge fan of the franchise. While objectively there are a lot of flaws with the show, it is extremely enjoyable to watch. If you are a fan of any battle shonen or a fan of a series with some magical elements blended in, then this show is right up your alley. The story progression and character development throughout this season could have been done better, but it does improve as the next season comes into play. Academy City is still one of my favorite anime worlds, and the animation helps make it stand out even more. Overall, check out a certain magical index if you want to have a good time. If you are interested in a certain magical index, you can watch the series for free over on Funimation's website. Now, what are your thoughts on a certain magical index? Comment below. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. You can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, I would really appreciate that as well. Follow me on Twitter and Hummingbird to keep up to date with the current things that I'm doing, and with all that said, I will catch you guys in my next review. Thank you for watching.
Shut the